Hello. We're going to demonstrate 3 different functionalities that we implemented for this indoor environment. The first being we're going to have one copter in flight mode, and we're going to be receiving a virtual point from our 3D display. We're simply just going to track that point and follow it. Just give you an example of some things that we can do as soon as we get a good connection. The second is we're going to include this helmet. Somebody's going to wear it, someone short. And what we're going to do, you'll see the same copter that's in flight will actually change orientation, yaw orientation, and altitude with this helmet. Just another demonstration of what's possible. And the third is kind of the point of these environments for sense and avoid research. And we're going to have the same copter flying and trying to maintain some waypoint in this flight volume. And we're going to have this other copter that's not going to be in flight mode, but we're actually going to be its pilot. And we're going to show you how it'll sense this other copter and avoid it. Very simple demonstrations. That'll be that. One thing, we've battled the whole summer with connecting to these drones and our whole network. So let me see how that's going. Oh, you got it. Cool. All right. So Brianna, can you send me a virtual point? Okay. All right, got it. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and let it connect to our control laptop. And as soon as that's ready, go ahead and take off. Could you tell us, in reference to this global axis, where the first point is that you're sending? Or is it on the screen here? Is it about the origin? Okay, we're going to take off. Okay, so right now, I hope you can hear me still. It's kind of loud. It's just maintaining the point that it's receiving using a PID controller. Whenever you're ready, you can send it a dynamic point. So now, the waypoint that it's receiving is actually moving, so it's just going to follow it. We're used to working in a larger flight volume that's more regularly shaped like a cube. The way the cameras are set up for this stage is a little irregular. Go ahead and push Q and land. So I know the display was kind of dark, but you should be able to see the virtual point, which is red, the copter, which I believe was blue. It was just simply following it. Yeah. The copter is yellow. Okay. Yeah, that's this. So these are all in real time. The hat should be moving now, which it is. It's purple, correct? Yep. Okay, so now Jackie's going to wear the hat because she looks best in it. Move with hat. We're going to do... So for this demonstration, the copter that's in flight is going to maintain yaw orientation with the hat, with Jackie's head. Also, it's going to maintain altitude with the hat. So for this flight volume, trying to stay a little bit lower, and go ahead and demonstrate that. Go ahead and take off when it's ready. Yeah. Yeah, it's connected. In our software for controlling the copters, we allow a little bit of time at the beginning for a good connection before we take off. And now we're good. I'd go a little lower, a little lower. So go ahead and move your head. You can see just changing orientation with their head. There's a lot of different things you could do with this. This is probably one of the most simple things, really. Go ahead and bring it down a bit. So go ahead and stay right there in a comfortable position. So if she stays stable, it's still trying to maintain a waypoint. And we should be able to disturb it, and the PID will bring it right back to that point. Hopefully. There's a little oscillation. We don't have the PID tuned correctly for this volume, but it's still reasonable. Okay, you can go ahead and land it. Nice. All right. So for the last demo, it should be pretty quick. I'm going to have you do this one too. Like I said, we're gonna have this copter flying, sensing the other copter, and have it simply move away in a direction that's not towards the copter. And then as we move back, it'll go back to the point that it's maintaining. So again, I don't think we explained this, but there are these little reflective markers on this copter. That's how we track it in real time, as with every other object that we're tracking. So that one is what? So yeah, that's it. This one I think is going to maintain a constant altitude that's kind of low. If you can't see, stand up. And there's a good reason for that, but. So she's going to come at it. Let's let it maintain the point for a second. Let it stabilize. All right. I think this ledge is a problem for this environment. Okay. Go ahead one more time, just to. Yeah, try and keep it out. Yeah. It'll keep trying to come back in. If it sees that its distance is too close, it'll back away. As soon as that distance has increased, it'll come back to where it's trying to maintain. That's good. You can kill it. So another thing that we implemented that wasn't ideal for this volume was a virtual boundary, like a cube that sits over the origin. And it worked really well in a large volume. And we could send it a point that's across the center, and it won't go outside of its box, just for safety features. And ideally, we want to have more than one copter operating at the same time, chasing their own points. And if they happen to bump, if the points cross, the copters won't cross. They'll maneuver around each other. Fortunately, we're down to one functional copter. So that wasn't my fault. You guys have anything else to say? I might miss. Okay, if you guys have any questions right now, you can ask.
So are you actually developing some of the algorithms that's doing the separation, performing the separation?
Yes, on a simple level. We developed all the autopilot software that's controlling the copters. It's actually the same algorithm that you saw when it was chasing the virtual point. When we see the distance is too close, we just set a new point that's farther away and let the PID take it there. Yes. Is there anything else? Okay. Thank you.